what I would have done, and that is why I'm saying I cannot find it, we would have acknowledged receipt of the letter. And that is as far as I would have been able to take it, because there was nothing to do. There wasn't anything attached to this letter for me to be able to act upon it.
That's not an answer. Surely that's not an answer, Advocate. You cannot just acknowledge receipt and then keep quiet. How will the ministry know what your issue or problem is? Why not raise it with the ministry that I'm not able to do anything with this because, as you put it, there are no annexures to your letter? Why do you just acknowledge and then fold your arms and do nothing? That escapes me.
Not do nothing.
You've just told us, thus far, sorry. Thus far, you've basically told us that you did nothing. All you did was to acknowledge receipt of the letter.
Yes.
What did you do then if you did do something? What did you do?
I honestly cannot remember. I have to cast my mind back to, in the acknowledgement of the receipt of the letter, I speak under correction. I'm not sure that I asked and indicated that there was nothing attached to this letter, because a few days later, by way of envelope, we get the Section 27.
He would have been told to file a Section 27. I mean, he didn't make it up. He didn't wake up one morning thinking, oops, I have to put in a Section 27 affidavit. So someone would have advised him to file that. That's why it's important to know, what did you do? What did you say in that acknowledgement of this letter? You must have said something before we get to you then received an envelope.
And the acknowledgement would have been typed from an internal computer. Surely you have that letter in your possession or a draft of it somewhere in the computer, and it can be made available to the commission.
We have looked for it. I'm going to ask them to look for it again, because I also have to apply my mind. I can't, that is why it sounds like a fumbling answer, because I can't recollect what I would have written over and beyond. We acknowledge a receipt, and in all likelihood would have alluded to the fact that there is nothing there, because it talks to this envelope coming with the 27 a week later.
But you see, speaking for myself, Advocate Johnson, the answer you've just given now creates an impression that a draft of this letter was deleted. That's why it's not available, because you use a laptop to draft a letter. And then your PA, I assume, would have then either printed it from that computer or emailed it to you. And if you are happy with it, you would have appended your signature and it would have gone to the minister's office. Now, if you're saying we have looked and it's not there, the question is what would have happened to that draft, unless somebody deleted it so that it is no longer available.